Today I'm continuing my journey from Bangkok to Melbourne. Right now, I've just landed in Perth Airport and trying to work out my connection as my flight from Bangkok got delayed and I missed my onward connection. You can check out my previous flight with Jetstar on my channel and watch my little trip into Perth CBD. If you have already watched that, then the next part will make more sense. Alrighty, I've just gotten back to the train station. I was thinking of coming back here at about 3 and then take the train back to the airport, which takes about total time is about half an hour. But yeah, I've decided to do it a bit earlier. Now it's like before 2 o'clock. Because my bag is so flipping heavy, it's almost 7 kilos. So I couldn't really walk anymore. So I have decided to just take the train back to the airport and just chill for a little bit over there. Maybe get a bit of work done before the flight.
Right side for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're on the right.
Hello everyone and welcome on board Qantas 737-800. As you can see, I am in the middle seat. Like I said, I couldn't get a different seat. It does look pretty packed, so I think it will be occupied. But before they all come to the seat here, let's have a quick seat tour. So we do have a reclining seat here, so let's see. The bulkhead is blocking the reclining a little bit, so I don't think this is the full recline. And it kind of automatically returns. That's not very good, but it's not a very large reclining, and I think because it doesn't recline a lot, it just kind of spring back. So that's a disadvantage of the last row. We do have a remote on the side over here. Mine is this one actually, because there's another one there. And this controls the IFB system. So every seat does have the IFB system. There's a USB-A charger over here, and then and then we have the tray table. Obviously looks pretty big, and then we got the storage area over here. And then at the boarding gate, they also have like a tray where you can take the headsets. So I took one of these for the IFB. So we'll have a look at the IFB system once we get on the way. And up top we also have personal air vents and reading lights. And as you can see, even the window, it's a very, very old design. So this aircraft would have been pretty old, I would say. But they probably would have done some retrofitting because the seats, they look pretty new, or well, at least newish. But yeah, the condition of the aircraft, it's average. I mean, you can see there are like some scarf and marks around. So it's not like the best condition, but it's not like terrible. I mean, looks okay. Crew seems pretty nice. So for the meal service, the crew told me that there is a vegetarian option. So hopefully I will be able to get some dinner for the flight.
Whistle and light. And remember, only take your life jacket after you leave the aircraft.
Masks help us swim, like tips and whale sharks that legally ring.
Given that I was put on this flight last minute, I couldn't choose my meal, but fortunately on this flight they do stock vegetarian option, although they do not announce that, so you have to ask them for it. I did ask the cabin crew during boarding and they told me that they have it, so it seems like either they don't stock much of it or that it may be a crew meal, but I hope that I didn't steal someone's dinner. The dessert was a surprise though, and it's a very nice touch to end the meal service. I had a quick visit to the loo, and for such an old aircraft, it was kept quite well and looks refurbished as well. The only amenity is a hand soap, which is expected for an economy product. Now let's have a quick stroll on the IFE system. The movie selection has an okay amount, since most of the longest domestic flights are around 2 to 3 hours. I think it is decent enough, but I wouldn't say this would be good for an international flight. TV series has a more limited number, but again, it's a domestic flight, so I'll cut them some slack. Since a lot of domestic flights don't even offer an IFE system, so I'll give them a few points for that. The in-flight map is static, but Qantas did it in a way that you can still get a lot of information, which I thought was really clever, as other static maps are just really boring and lack a lot of details. It's still not going to be as good as a fully interactive version, but at least it's in between. As for the remainder of the flight, I chose something to watch. It's been a while since I can't remember what exactly I've watched, but yeah, you can see what I'm watching here. But anyway, for a domestic product, I thought the offering was decent. The crew were professional yet friendly. I did wish that they announced that there is a vegetarian meal option. I'm sure they have their reasoning for not doing so, but given that there's a good proportion of vegetarians out there, I would think that it makes sense for Qantas to invest and stock a bit more vegetarian meals on board, especially for people like me who was bumped into the flight. Overall, I am pretty happy with both the hard product and soft product, but given that it's a last row, maybe that's why the seat wasn't really working well. But I still got my money's worth, since I was originally on a Jetstar flight and instead I got a full service flight for the last stretch. And the half day that I was able to stop in Perth, I could even claim back all the expenses from Jetstar, so I mean, that's a win. Alrighty, I've just landed here in Melbourne. The time is 10:57. So we have landed about 10 minutes ahead of schedule, which is good. During landing, they had the lights on. So I don't know why that is. Is that like something that the what's the regulators here? Is it CAA? I'm not quite sure, but I'm very surprised that they are allowed to keep the lights on so bright, because during cruise they did actually turn the light off. They have like some sort of like a ambient light at the ceiling there, and I think that should be the light that they should be using for landing and takeoff. at night. So I'm really surprised that they actually kept the lights like fully bright on, which is, we already know that it's like really dangerous, especially if you have an emergency at night and you suddenly goes into darkness. Your eyes takes a long time to adjust. So I don't know whether this is allowed under the aviation law. I mean, I'm assuming that it is, but it's a very, very weird law if they do allow it. But yeah, I mean, that's just a safety concern that I have noticed. But as to whether it's actually legal, I am not quite sure. So it's something I don't know whether I can look it up, but yeah, that is something definitely I'm kind of interested to find out. Of course, a lot of other airlines, they have their own SOP, and they would, turn off the lights during takeoff and landing. But yeah, I don't know what's the deal with the Qantas SOP that allows the lights to be on. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, overall, flight is good. I'm just a little bit concerned about the safety issue for the lights. But yeah, we have to look a little. If you know, just let me know, because I'm quite interested to know what the law says about that. Because I have this exact issue with Air New Zealand as well, and they kept the lights on, and they told me that's how Airbus program their lights. But that's definitely not right, because you can definitely dim the lights. A lot of airlines does that, so I don't think that's an acceptable excuse. But yeah, overall I would say it's a pretty good flight, but the last row was a little bit rough because it's really difficult for me to recline and keep it, stay reclined. It always it's like a spring, it always bounces back. And it's not really like a very, very comfortable position to be in. My baggage is here, so I'm gonna wrap up this video. If you enjoy my flight, give me a like and subscribe, and if you want to support my channel, you can do so through Patreons. It will help me out a lot. If you don't have the financial means, then like a subscribe and a share would be really much appreciated. It is very cold out here, so that's a nice change. Let me find out where I'm supposed to go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope to catch you all in the next video, whichever one that you are watching. I'll be probably doing some vlogs in Melbourne as well, so if you want to join me on my journey here in Melbourne, follow my channel and definitely find out my journey here in Melbourne. I'm trying to stay here, so you can follow my journey. I'm trying to maybe try to move here if I can. That's it. I'm buying a ticket for the bus into the city, so that's the price, $20 something, I think, 24, $24.60. It's pretty easy. So I'll catch you in the next video, and hope you have a good day, a good evening, whenever you're watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.